made it yourself?
Yes, sir. It took me about like 3 months to do, so.
You already answered the question. I guess you get asked a lot. How long did it take you to make it?
No, actually only today.
Really?
Yeah.
I like how you have the lights on. It's a little battery thing?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So I'm super proud of it. It's like this is actually the first that I've actually made, so pretty proud of it.
Here we are. It's super bright. All right, guys, I want you to check this out. I saw this and it's all inspiring. This image, man. It looks amazing, especially when you're standing further back from here. I was here just staring at it, like this morning. I was like, damn, that looks realistic. That's photorealistic. You would not tell if it was a cloth unless you touched it. Look at the face and the eyes. Like look at how it glows through. Isn't that awesome? Now I know how they did it. I know the trick now. Like I was saying, I wonder what they're gonna do with this when they're done. Maybe the next event? I don't know. This would look very nice on the wall at my house. Lots of lights on my face right now. Am I bright? I'm at the Blizzard stage here at the PAX West, playing World of Warcraft Legion. We're gonna be interviewing some of the World of Warcraft devs, but I'm also gonna be live streaming it. And what's really cool is the viewers are gonna be able to ask the questions. We're gonna have a cell phone where the chat's going and the devs can look through the chat and pick out the questions. We're gonna give shout outs to the streamers that ask the questions. So please ask some really good questions. And let's see, what else should we say? Let's go. So let's go. All right, so let's go.
All right, here's a few people we can answer for sure. So the question is, the new prestige system in WoW seems really similar to the system in Overwatch. Do you got some sort of central team to collaborate on competitive systems? Our design central teams are going out to lunch with each other, basically. So a lot of us have worked on multiple teams, so people ask us about like, hey, you have this idea that's really similar to Overwatch or Diablo. Did you guys like, is that something that was mandated or a central design, or did you guys copy and paste the code? But mostly like, we're just all good friends, we talk to each other, we share ideas, sometimes we run into a design problem and we'll chat about it. And like I said, some of us have even worked in some of the games that people are like, oh, they're drawing inspiration from this other game.
Who asked that question?
Icosov.
Very good question, man. By the way, we're looking through the chat and you guys are actually choosing the questions on the live stream. And I'm letting them. They thought it was a great idea. All right, we'll look through and see if we find some good questions.
Will there be flying in new zones? We've said before, right? We really like the way that flying worked in Worlds of Draenor, where once you basically accomplish mastery over the zones, we say, great, now you get the cheat codes. Basically, you get to fly around. But when players get to experience the world quests that we have right now, they'll basically realize why we couldn't let them have flying right from the get-go. We need you to experience that content for a good long while on foot and really be in the world, and a lot of the gameplay will be trivialized in cases with flying, and the world will be shrunk in cases with flying. So it's something that players will be able to look forward to, just not right away.
I like that.
Will there be any more glaive models coming out? Yeah, absolutely. Glaives will be treated just like any other weapon type. So going forward, just like when we do the next expansion, there'll probably be new swords, new staffs, new daggers. You will see new war legs as well, for sure.
Who asked that question?
Who asked that question? They're already moved.
It scrolled. No.
Are there any plans to bring back invasions at a later date? And that was Turbo IRL.
Yeah, that's actually a great question, because the concept kind of behind invasions is actually the world quest stuff. So the whole basis of how we built the invasions was kind of based all around world quest. So what you're going to see is once you hit 110 and you start doing a lot of that stuff, it's going to end up ending up out in the actual new zones, not just like the invasions took place in some of the old world zones. But you're going to see a lot of that same style of content come out and actually happen in the Broken Isles. So it's going to be sweet, because like those, instead of fighting the big demons like you're fighting there for that limited period of weeks for that specific stuff, the idea is that we'll use that same technology and fight, world bosses. There'll be stuff that's 5-man, that'll be rotating every day out in the outdoor world.
Nice.
Did you level alts? That's what many people leveled alts in those, because the experience was so good. So it's like so many people are coming into Legion and they're like, oh, I have like 7 or 8 like max level characters now ready to go, because they leveled so many people in the invasions.
I actually went to the area to see if the demon invasion was there once the expansion was launched, and I was like, "Where's the demons? I'm ready to level up. Where did they go? They told me this is awesome to level up."
They moved on.
So, we have one that's been asked by a few people, and this I'm just picking this specific one. Trolling XXX. Your fans seem to like putting X's at the end, at the beginning. All good. I'm paraphrasing, but will PvP gear be the same high level as PvE gear? And yes, at the highest levels of PvE and the highest levels of PvP, they will both be very comparable, with the exception possibly of set bonuses. But other than that, you'll be able to get the best, highest high level gear from both activities. What about adding more character slots? So basically, the reason we added an additional character slot was to Demon Hunter, right?
Yeah.
So whenever we add a new class, it feels like it's a little bit unfair to say, hey, you gotta delete one of your characters to experience this new class. So I think it would only make sense to put it together with like, hey, where they're introducing a new race or a new class or something of the sort. We wouldn't add a new character slot just on its own, standalone. You know, it would create a lot of database bloat on its own to justify it to just, and then when we do add another race or class, we would have to do it all over again.
This one's awesome too, though. Will there be a Murloc only themed dungeon?
That's from
Oliver
Villigan. Oliver Villigan?
Yeah. Or a raid. I mean, that's an incredible idea. We're gonna have to take that back to the team, I think. Talk to them about that.
He liked your question, man.
Yeah,
he liked your question.
Awesome.
But now we can't do it. If we do, we have to like hire him as a designer, pay him royalties. Like it's a great idea. You just killed it.
Maybe we can do something like that.
He is so happy right
You
now.
have to move to Irvine. Are we going to see more of Illidan, and where is Illidan? Is there anything kind of relating to that?
Yeah, you know, so we've got these awesome moments where you're going to play through Illidan's backstory from like birth all the way through some pretty iconic portions of his life. And then, you know, as Demon Hunters, we get to contact him. He's certainly guiding us to an extent. He puts you in charge of the Illidari. And we're going to continue his story as well in the 3 boss raid in 7-1. So, yeah, absolutely, we're going to see. We're going to continue his story.
Yeah, he's integral to the story of this expansion. We know that Gul'dan wants his corpse for some reason. Why does he want his corpse? And we know that we have this, really epic storyline. It's a through line through Legion, and we're gonna keep updating that through the patches. So, play it and then stay tuned for more.
Are there going to be new skins for the fishing artifacts?
Wait, fishing artifacts?
Yeah, there's a fishing artifact.
I did not know there's a fishing artifact.
Yeah, there is. So, of course, we said this is the expansion where we do artifact weapons, and as players might know, one of, it's a pretty niche weapon, but we've often been in that battleground where we see the guys building a fishing pole.
I like that.
So we decided to go all out and make good on our word and say, hey, here's an artifact for every weapon type. So it's kind of joking, right? It's a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing, but at the same time, it's kind of cool for players that are into fishing. It has its own little perks and stuff. As far as whether new appearances, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we're always looking to add new stuff like that. It just depends on where we are. It depends on what feels right for each patch.
Yeah. We don't want to say no, but we also don't want to say yes.
Here's a good one. Rasband99, will you be releasing new world quests in the future? 100% yes. The whole concept behind world quests is that, when you hit max level now in the shipping game, there's a metric ton of stuff for you to do, right? And since that stuff's in the outdoor world, we're going to be able to just add more and more into the zones because they're scaling, right? So we can continue to add stuff. Even when there's content already there, we can add new content around those same places and not have to worry about, crowding or whatever, because it creates that social environment that we're looking for, and that kind of content.
So we're already talking about 7.1, and that actually includes more world quests. So with 7.1, we're saying, we're going to complete the story in Suramar, we're going to complete the story with Odin versus Helia. We're going to put world quests that support those two themes in. So yes, we are, and we already are. We have content coming your way that includes those things.
Check for the PTR very soon.
Very soon.
Okay. Very soon.
When will Mythic Plus Dungeons come out? Do we have a date for that? Did you know?
Last time?
Multi-Master 93.
We do know, I don't have the date in my head right now, I'm kind of scatterbrained right now, but we can definitely.
The raid is September 20th, I believe. The first raid that's opening. I thought it was close to that time. We don't have the exact date, but we wanted to make sure people had enough time to hit max level, experience some of the content. That's the whole reason why we're doing time gating on this stuff, is to really make sure that things come out at a time when you feel ready for it, so you don't have to feel pressured and rushed to get through all the zones super quick, where you only had time to do, world quests for this really small period of time, and then you're totally focused on raiding. The idea was to set those little gates to kind of give you some time to breathe. Take a second, enjoy all the content. There's plenty of time to do the raids. We'll have plenty of stuff there. Because I think we've had a lot of questions about why do we time gate like that.
Yep.
And we really just do that to give you a chance to breathe, enjoy what's came out.
Same for PvP, same for LFR, same for raiding. It's basically anything that would create a rush for you to be max level. We want to make sure that we give everyone, a chance to level at their own pace.
Can world PvPers still level with the honor system in the world?
Swifties, yeah, they were asking that on my stream.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. One of the new forms of world quests that we have are actually PvP world quests. And they exist out in the world. There's a couple of different versions of them. We've actually got some PvP arenas that open up, and those swap, I think it's every 3 days. They swap between different versions of what they are. Those are built out in the world, and then we have actually individual PvP areas where you do, it's a little bit of a mix of PvE along with PvP combined, where you capture these towers that are out in the world, and the guys that are working on our PvP content are so hyped for this stuff. We have a small team working specifically on outdoor PvP content. It's something we've been doing forever, right? We keep trying to find that niche. What is the exact right way to do it, right? So this is a completely new thing, but I think it integrates really well into the whole World Quest system.
It really does, although to clarify one thing, I do think it's more of a complementary system rather than you're probably not going to be able to only do world PvP in a sustainable way. It's more complementary to either players that are out there doing PvE regardless, or they're in battleground queues, and that's another way they can engage in PvP.
I'm gonna have to actually start doing those then.
And then tie that back
Yes.
to the question about the Murlocs. So off the northwest coast of Azuna, there's a skirmish area, PvP skirmish area called the Time Lord Strand. You go out into the water, cross past the elite sharks. There's an island out there with there's some Murlocs.
Wait, we're gonna go there. Oh, there's some Murlocs there. Oh wait, I think I've been there.
Yeah.
I think I've been there. We were exploring, I think on the beta, I thought you were gonna say that was PvP. There's Murlocs
Well,
there.
you can.
There's a couple questions about Helia in here. When will you nerf Helia already? Why is Helia so mean to me? That's another good one. These Helia questions are great because we just announced patch 7.1, and Helia is actually going to be one of the raid bosses in that new patch. And so we've been talking about it a lot actually here, and I think what's sick about this stuff is that we're able to talk about that patch, and the game's only been out a couple days. To be able to have something ready to go like that, I think is part of the reason we're so excited about this stuff right now.
I think she's so mean to you because she knows you're going to kill her dog.
The whole concept behind that stuff, why we want to go back and do those, is because you fight those bosses, in a dungeon when you're leveling up, but they're so strong you can't actually take them out at that point. You kind of retreat. So it's like the job isn't done. So it kind of fit perfect to come back here, hit it in the raid, and actually be able to polish it off, do justice to what you're originally trying to do in the level up.
We can tell them when you're going to see Illidan and just a little bit more information with them. So you actually see him technically in releasing Legion content. If you roll a Demon Hunter, he's your first quest giver. Now clearly he means when's he coming? When do we get to interact with him as non-Demon Hunters? So again, like Eric mentioned, he's going to be a huge part of this expansion. What you guys see right now at release is just the beginning of a super, super epic story. I still don't know what I should main. Please help me. That is super easy. You should main a Demon Hunter.
Yeah, no question.
No question. Unless you want to heal.
Oh, a Gwarm mount. That's actually a great idea.
Huh.
Sounds like a really good idea.
I like that.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of mounts, I got a 7-1 thing for you guys. 7-1 will give you a really nice mount. We talked about the episodic content in Suramur City. So if you're a player that plays through all that and caps it off, You will get a Nightborn inspired mount. It looks super, super rad, so look forward to that in Summon 1.
What will happen to artifact weapons when Legion ends? Will they be upgraded to fit a new expansion? Will we have to go back to the old style? That's a question we've been getting a lot because obviously there's such a big part of your progression here. What we plan to do is basically take the elements that work best from that stuff, and we will, if we feel they fit good and fits the class well, the idea would be to integrate that stuff going forward. There's a bunch of different ways we could do that. We don't know any of those details today, but if like a certain trait feels really good on a class, we could integrate that into the base level of the class, right? Another option we could do is take the actual looks for the artifacts and give them to you as transmog. So you could be an expansion, way on down the line and still be able to have Ashbringer as a transmog. So that's kind of our plan for it right now. Obviously we have to play through the whole expansion and see how it goes, but we know people are going to want to keep certain parts of that stuff, and we just got to figure out a way to do it.
Dude, I'm so excited. The chat is so excited that you guys were looking at their questions. They were really asking some really good questions, so I'm really happy about that.
Oh,
And I know they're stoked.
I have something special to tell them then. We are always looking at streams and looking at comments, so even when you think we're not paying attention or listening or reading, dude, we're looking at forums, we're looking at third-party site forums, we're looking at third-party streams, and we love the game. So we watch all the same stuff you guys do, and we're part of the community. So keep giving us our feedback in lots of whatever way is comfortable to you, and we're aware of what are popular opinions and which ones aren't, and
For sure.
what the design feedback coming our way. So we love all you guys. We love our fans everywhere.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. That was
Thanks.
amazing.
That was awesome.
It is Trade Chat.
Hi.
Trade Chat
Hi.
is here.
Hello.
Hello. I haven't been seeing you in a long time.
No, I saw you like 2 months ago.
Oh my God, she has bullets.
Yeah, because I'm like casual Harley.
Oh, that's true.
Like I'm
Yeah, you
like
do
a
look
little,
Harley.
I'm a little on the Harley side. So yeah, they have bullets. There's some violence. There's some violence. So I just saw you 2 months ago. I have pictures.
Where?
The Warcraft movie premiere.
Oh!
I have the
that's true, that's
cutest
true.
picture of me and you, and I have your tie wrapped around my neck.
Oh,
Yeah,
you gotta show it to me.
I will. Hold on.
Oh, wow, that's true. Okay, I see it. I see it. Oh my God, Stream has to see it. Stream has to see it.
Can they see
Oh my
it?
God, yeah.
No, I don't know what's going on here. I was just like, oh, Swifty's here. I'm gonna
Look.
go on this stream. Oh, that's my face. Well, now it's the back of my head. I mean, either one though. Either one though. Have you been having fun? You've been streaming
Yeah.
non-stop.
Yeah,
for days,
I've been
right?
grinding. I've been grinding
So
PvP.
basically your regular life, just in a different place. Perfect.
Great.
I gotta go
no.
now. I'll be back.
Say goodbye in the chat. Say goodbye. Trade chat. Where can they find you?
I'll be back.
Bend your knees a little bit. That's 3, and then back to normal 4. So it seems pretty easy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're gonna learn the top half. Okay. We're gonna just do that. All right. So it's like running. It's like you 2 hands on your side like this, and now it's running. 1, 2, back to normal. Now this one's the hard one. So pretend that you're blocking with the shield in front and in the back. So we're taking it to it. 3, and then back to normal. 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're gonna do it all together. Do you remember the beat?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. We'll do it together. Ready? Ready? 1,
I know.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2. Keep going. Look, you gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You read it right? I don't even know.
You just learned.